Hi Year 2, see you're keeping up the good work through what you're sending us via email, so well done you. We're going to do some writing today. First of all though, I would like you to refer to our home learning grid. One of the activities we suggest is that you look at a short film called A Book of Butterflies. If you want to go and watch that now, it would be great. You can find it on YouTube, just search for Book of Butterflies. So I'd really like you to watch that and then come back to me. So off you go. Okay, welcome back. Did you enjoy it? Lovely little film. One of the suggestions on our home learning grid is that you have your own try at making a short stop motion animation film. We refer you back to Miss Taylorson's Family Learning Challenge that we set a few weeks ago. That might be something you want to do now. I've had my own go, so I'm going to show you mine. Whatever you choose, whether to just watch mine or to go and make your own first, you will need to come back with a pencil and some paper. So off you go. Hi. So you might have made your own film or you might just have watched mine. That is fine. Hopefully you've got a pencil and some paper in front of you and we are going to do some writing. So well done. Our learning objective today is going to be to sequence events using adverbials of time. Now we know that sequence means to put things in the right order, but I wonder if you can just pause the video for a second and have a little think, or maybe a chat to your grown-up about what adverbials of time are, and can you think of any examples? Welcome back. Did you think of any of these? Adverbials of time are words that help us sequence. They help us tell us when something has happened. And the ones we most commonly use are first, next, after that, then, and finally. I'm wondering whether you have some of those as well. There are others that can maybe make our writing a little bit more exciting, like suddenly, or just then, or without warning. But we'll have a little look at those and a mention of those later. For now, we're going to stick with these because these really help us tell when something is happening. Now, whether you have just watched Book of Butterflies, whether you have watched my short video, or whether you've created your own, you can write some sentences that are going to sequence the film. They're going to put the events of the film in order, and we're going to use these words to help us. I'm going to use my own short film. You can choose to write your sentences about Book of Butterflies, about my film, or about your own film if you've made one or if you're going to make one. Okay, so the first one we're going to look at is first. Now, I could talk about myself in the film and say I and talk in the first person, but I'm going to imagine that I was a character in my film, my Oscar-winning performance as Lady with Book. So I'm going to call her the lady or the woman. Okay, so what did she do first? Always really important to think our sentence in our head and say it out loud first. The lady looked very sad in the beginning of the film. She was holding her book and looking sad. So we could say, first, the lady holded. Holded doesn't sound right. I've added ed to put it in the past tense because it's already happened. It's already in the film. But holded does not sound right. I wonder if it's one of those irregular verbs. I'm going to try something else. First, she held the book. That sounds quite good. I think held is right. First, she. Do we know who she is yet? We don't, do we? Because this is our first sentence. So I'm going to call her the lady. First, the lady held the book. I wonder if I can add an adjective there to describe her. I've already said she's sad. First, the sad lady held the book. I think I'm happy with that now, so I can have a go at writing it. I've already got first there, and brilliantly, it's got a capital letter, so it's at the beginning of my sentence. That's fine. First, the sad don't think I can fit lady there, so I'm going to go to my next line. Lady, making that E on the end, it is the Y, often does at the end of a word. The sad lady held, that irregular verb, not hold it, held the book. That's that but we know it's with the O. And I can pop a full stop on the end. I'm going to check my sentence back. I thought it, I said it out loud, so I was happy with it. I've written it, now I'm going to check with my noisy punctuation. First, the sad lady held the book. I am happy with that. It has got all the punctuation I need. Okay, our next adverbial of time is next. Funnily enough. Okay, so what did the sad lady do next? So first, the sad lady held the book. Next, she opened the book. I can use she this time because we already know now we are talking about the sad lady. So we don't have to repeat that part. We can just use she. So next, she opened the book. I wonder if she did it in a particular way. Did she do it carefully? Did she do it slowly? I'm going to say she did it quite slowly. Next, she opened the book slowly. Said it in my head and I'm happy with it. Again, I've already got next written here. It's got the capital letter for the beginning of the sentence, so I'm happy with that. Next, she. She's one of those funny tricky words. Always sounds like it's got E on the end, but it's just the one making that E sound. Next, she opened. I know open starts with an O, making that O sound. O-P-N. Opened. My eyes are telling me there's something not quite right with that spelling. Opened. It's in the past tense. Oh, you know what I've forgotten? This one is an ED ending, so I can get rid of that D. I need to put ED. She opened in the past. She opened the book slowly. Now there's the word slow. And to make it slowly, we just add that L-Y. Okay, now, thought it in my head, said it out loud. I have written it down, thought about my spelling, but I'm going to go and check it now with my noisy punctuation. Next, she opened the book slowly. Can't do my full stop because I didn't put it. Let's try it again. Next, she opened the book slowly. I am happy. Okay, we're going to have a bit of a your turn now. We're going to look at after that. That's our next adverbial of time. So I want you to pause the video and think, what would your after that sentence be? Hi, welcome back. Okay, say your after that sentence to me. You two, you are fabulous. Well done. Okay, so I'm going to have a go at mine. So after that, what happened? She opened the book. Mario appeared. So we could have, after that, Mario suddenly appeared. Oh, I like that one. We're getting an L-Y in there as well. After that, Mario suddenly appeared. So after that, Mario. Now it's his name, so he needs a, that's right, it's a capital letter. Mario, I think my pen is running out a bit. Mario suddenly appeared. Appeared is quite a tricky word. I'm going to break it down. App. Like an app I might have on my phone. Ear. It's in the past tense, so appeared. I know I need that ED. Now, I think I'm going to do a little bit different with my full stop at the end. Because I've used the word suddenly, it suggests it's quite an exciting thing to happen. I certainly would be excited if Mario suddenly appeared out of my book. So I'm going to use exclamation mark. So let's see if we can check back this sentence for noisy punctuation. After that, Mario suddenly appeared. Woo! I am so happy with that sentence, and I got all my punctuation right as well. Now, I'm not going to do then and finally, because you're going to have your own go at writing. You might be writing about my film. You might be writing about Book of Butterflies. You might have already created your own stop motion animation, and you might want to write about yours. Whichever you choose will be fine. Hi, right, it's your turn now. Got some chilies for you here that you can choose. You might want to do all these stages. That would be fine. And remember, it can be on the film Book of Butterflies, it can be on my film, or it can be on your own film that you're going to make, or that you have already made as part of our home learning grid. So, chili 1, tell your sentences to a grown-up. So just think about what has happened, put them into the right order of events, sequence them, and use adverbials of time when you are speaking. So use that first, next, after that, finally. Use them all when you're speaking to your grown-up. It might be that this is your first stage. Remember, it is always a good idea to say your sentences out loud anyway. 2 chili challenge is to do some writing. Sequence the events of the film using adverbials of time. So taking this a step further and writing them into sentences. Don't forget to check. Don't forget your punctuation like I sometimes do. Excuse me. 3 chili challenge is to turn your film into a book using a variety of adverbials of time. So this is where you take your sequence sentences and you expand them, add some more detail, add a little bit more drama to it. Maybe you want to add adjectives to add a little bit more detail and interest, and you might want to change up the adverbials of time suddenly, without warning, just at that moment, and make it a book. You could just do a story with some illustrations on a piece of paper, or you might actually want to fold some paper and create a book with maybe a picture from your film at the top and then your story underneath. That is up to you. I'd really love to see either the films you're going to make or you have made, or some of your writing or your stories and books through the email, so I can't wait to see them. Have fun with it, and hopefully see you soon. Bye.